Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people. Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people. Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people. Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people. Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people. Girl, you mad? I need everyone to see you. Go ahead, go and flex on all these people.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Come on in the room. You are watching Beyond the Surface podcast with Sharene. I am your host, Sharene. If you can, do me a favor when you get in, come on in the room and say hi. Let me know who's watching, where you're watching from. We are live here on Thursday at 6:30. Where we empower, inform, enlighten, and encourage our audience with information, whether it's about love, life, and family, mainly in the Black community, right? Because we Black.
Okay.
So yeah,
that'd be a good reason.
You said that's a good reason.
Yeah.
It's my producer over there.
Hello.
Not fired today.
Wow.
But show just started, and
we still got 60 minutes. Whole minutes.
Things change. So yeah, once you come in and say hi in the comments, and if you can share, yes, share that for me. Share the podcast so I can see. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight.
Yeah, so awesome.
Right, Carl? We have an amazing
guest.
First of all, I want to tell y'all, she done had me crying already.
Got it in tears, y'all.
Tears. When I tell you I'm in tears.
This girl don't go in tears. She don't do tears, y'all.
Tear dust.
She don't do it.
She brought him out today, though.
She did.
It was.
See, that was a blessing.
Yeah, it was a blessing, and it was very personal, and I love her and love the message, and I received it. So yeah, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Our topic tonight is called to protect the woman behind the work. We need guardians to tune in. We need parents to tune in. We need grandparents, parents. We need all y'all to tune in. So that way, you know what's going on with your child. I met this lady. Now, from what Ron and I talked about, he has known our guest for years.
Probably 45. Maybe?
45. Age yourself.
Hey.
Where were you? No,
25.
Well, you aging her,
25,
so
25.
I don't know who want to go here.
25 years plus.
She looked beautiful though, so whatever the
She
age
does.
is,
She does.
her black ain't cracking. So yes, so you've known her, and I met her I officially met her through James Cooper on a panel, and I have been intrigued with her, and I wanted to share her with you guys. So yeah, so I want to thank her for coming on. But we got a lot going on tonight, so we want to get into it. What I need to know though, do y'all know somebody who can open a laptop? Because my sister,
Oh my.
no, this is serious. My sister gave me a laptop, right? But she don't know how to open it. She don't know the password. She put, how it'd be like, what's your mom's maiden name? She put like, what are your favorite numbers? Or what are some numbers? Like she has some really crazy questions and she doesn't remember the answers. It's like, what's your favorite cousin name? Or what's your oldest cousin? She actually put the oldest cousin names in there and they just don't work. So if you guys know somebody who can open this laptop without me having to drive a little far, inbox me, put them in the chat, something. I need the laptop open. She agreed to have it open, so.
I thought you had someone to do that.
I do, but I didn't want to feel like driving down to Kidney County.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
It is. We do need it though. We need it for.
Yeah, we do need the laptop open, but
one of our team members.
Yes. So yeah, so it's a lot of stuff going on. You want to go into our little what I've been up to? So we have a shorts and sandals that's coming up on 8/15. So we are our good friend Jamie Williams is hosting a shorts and sandals, and I think it's $35. Now it's a cabaret. If you don't know what a cabaret, I'm gonna tell y'all because I learned about cabaret from Sadie Heyman many moons ago when the clubhouse was open. And you got to take your own food and you got to take your own drink. BYOB.
Why do they call it cabaret?
I don't know. It's a very black thing though. It's yes. That's all I know. I've never known anybody else to host them. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Shorts and sandals. Now bring your shorts. I don't think they mean shorts, but shorts and sandals. If you guys need any information about tickets, let me know. It is presented by Phi Kappa Kappa Chapter. It is the
Community.
Shout out to
Friendship Foundation.
to the frats.
Yeah, so we support them. We like to
support them.
Like support
so if you
groups.
need tickets,
Various groups we support.
Let us know. We'll be there.
If you're not doing anything tomorrow, come on out. Support.
Oh, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, come on out. BTS team will be out there on the spot.
We'll be there. Where else we going?
Oh Lord, let's see.
We have a few things that we're doing. We have the R&B. Oh, there's a giveaway. Okay, not that. Mr. Producer about to get fired.
Did you put it in there?
What time is it?
Did you put it? Oh, here it goes. No,
okay, so there is a
You didn't put it in there.
He officially about to be fired.
Ain't nothing new, y'all.
Yes.
Did you put it in
there is versus with Darnell Jones and Joe that's coming up. So I'm interested in that. I think that's next week. On okay. Do you have glasses on? Jesus, Christmas.
Well, my screens are very good.
Okay, so I will do it. Yes, thank you. Yes, so there is Jesus. So the Donnell Jones and Joe is versus next week. Y'all can tune in after I get off. Don't tune in while I'm on. Wait for me and tune in next week. Also next there is the R&B and Chill Summer Finale Festival.
Yeah.
It is in Burlington County. It's in September 26th. Yes, $20 admission. There are no extra tickets going out. Y'all know I went to the other one that was in Gloucester and it was amazing. So
what did you do there?
We have tickets. There was music. There was line dancing. There was family. I met people that I didn't know and they became friendly. Everybody was friendly.
Wasn't it hot out there though?
Yes. It was super hot, but that's okay.
Okay.
Around every time we get around each other, it's hot anyway. How about the water situation in Woodbine, right? So there was water. It got contaminated. So yeah, they fixed it. They said it got what's it called?
The cyber attack.
Cyber attacked water in Cape May County and Woodbine.
Yeah, it's crazy. They said that I don't know. There was. You never know. You never know.
What for cyber attacks?
Yeah, anywhere, anything, anytime. Because with this new data system they put here in Violin, that everybody's protesting against.
Yes, except for Jeff Van Drew. He likes it, and the mayor.
Republicans are crazy anyway.
I'm not saying that.
But yeah, so they got cyber attack, and it was gonna shut their whole system down, all their water from Cape May and Woodbine.
It worked out for them. Yeah, so
they were able to catch.
So now they have water. Yeah. Shout out to Dawn Robinson. She was here last week.
Yes.
Yay! And she is fighting her eminent domain case, and she did receive her over $3,000 in donations. So thank God for that. She has a new lawyer to fight her case. So thank God. I'm so happy for that. That's for the eminent domain where the Middle Township and Ryan Home are trying to collaborate, and they want her land. Which the township can say we want eminent domain. Okay, domain. But you can only do it for the township. You can't do it for private people. You can't steal my land and then give it to somebody that's private. That's crazy. So I think we should all be aware of that going on.
No, they wanted to give her $40,000.
Yes,
for 3 properties.
Yes, for 3 lots.
And she a black woman
that's ridiculous.
That has bought this property.
Well, she's not the only one. There's 2 other people in her community also. So I believe they're all fighting that. So I just want you guys to be aware that we did advertise our fundraiser, and it did get over $3,000. So can we talk about? So there's this thing called fake meat. So do you guys pay attention to that? It is they are putting it out in stores. So now you have to read your labels because I want you guys to be informed. Read your labels, not just on like soups. I need you to read the labels on the meats too, because it's called cell cultured. Can you put that up, please? Yes, check your labels. If your meat says cell cultured, cultivated meat, or cultured meat, then it was created in the science lab. So I need you to be aware. I don't know if you need to go to the butcher, but everything is being created in a lab.
That's so crazy.
And I need y'all to be aware of looking for labels. You got to look at labels. I look at labels all the time, but I need y'all to look at labels too.
I mean, everything's like seedless, like the vegetables.
Yeah,
seedless,
they're taking seeds away. You need seeds.
How about that show on Netflix we watched the other night? That was pretty interesting.
Oh, about the chicken?
About the chicken.
Yeah, so a guy ate chicken for like 30 days or something.
Morning,
and
lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he gained all of this weight. And they just talked about how they make fake chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, like the chicken nuggets was really nothing but a liquid that they drop into these things, and then they
put all the seasonings and chemicals and seasoning to make it taste like the real piece of chicken. So if it ain't got no bone in it, you got to eat the chicken with the bone.
You know what my dad said? He said if you bite a piece of chicken and the bone is broken, he said don't eat it. He said because I don't know if people believe this or not.
Yeah.
He said the chicken probably broke his leg or something.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing that. My mom, if she brought that case of chicken from Eat More and that leg was broken, baby, it got to go. I don't think we was eating it. Did you know they're maybe doing anchor checks? Again, right? Okay. Little anchor benefits for New Jersey residents. So be on the lookout. Oh, you playing some music for that. Yeah, there's supposed to be some anchor checks coming back out. I think it was like advertised. I think we have something. Is there something there? Right there. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
More than 1 million New Jersey residents set to receive anchor benefits automatically. So yeah, Division of Taxation.
Yeah, people
sending out confirmation letters to homeowners and renters. So shout out to the folks who are finna get a little. I wonder if it's the $1,200 that the man said he was going to give the people.
Well, I think the elders get like $1,500, and then
elders like seniors.
Older seniors, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know what elders.
Well,
because he was like Reverend.
I'm 60 myself, so I ain't trying to say.
Are you the elder?
I ain't pushing. I'm not the elder. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm just here. But I'm saying, but people don't know about this anchor check, and people haven't been getting it. And if you do not sign up for your anchor check, then make sure that when you do your income tax in the beginning of the year, let your tax person know that you did not receive, and you'll get it at that time,
and you can get it during your taxes. So yes, we love that. So is there anything else? I think we're good.
Gets off the ship.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So we just wanted to send our prayers to the USS Abraham Lincoln. So they say that it's like 5,000 sea people on there who are in the service, and they've been on it's not a ship. What is it called?
A vessel?
A vessel? I don't know. It's the military. So yeah, they've been on there for 9 months without going to a port. So they said a lot of stuff is breaking down, like the bathrooms are breaking down, laundry, food.
That? I didn't hear anything about this. Why is that?
Why is what?
Why are they stuck out there?
I mean, the man, what's it, 47?
The red man.
Him.
Red man.
Orange. Yeah. So they said that a couple of them wanted to try to attempt to jump off because it kind of gives them like the mental health leave and it gets them off the ship. But yeah. What are the qualifications for the anchor check? What did it say?
Live in New Jersey.
I think you have to live in New Jersey and have property in New Jersey. But if you received the New Jersey anchor check last year, then you can definitely automatically, it said it'll automatically send it back out to you, to your last address.
And that's
for renters
and
homeowners. Yeah. So
there's just different amounts for different people. So definitely apply for it every year. It's there. People, you don't apply for it, it's just, it's free money.
I mean, it's your taxes.
It's your money.
Paying your taxes.
Go get your money back.
Yes. So yeah. Let's do our affirmation. Can you put our affirmation up?
Sure.
Thank you so much. And shout out to my cousin Tina and my Aunt Florine. Rest in peace. It's her birthday today. It's their birthday today. So, and can we say a prayer for people who are grieving? It's so many RIPs coming across my timeline on social media. So I always want to keep them in prayer. Nope, not that. Okay, I'll do it. So yes, I just wanted to do this for our affirmation. If you truly knew how hard it was and how long it took some people to get their mental health, peace, and happiness back, you'd understand why they shut their doors at the slightest sniff of toxicity, right? And why they're picky AF about who they let in their lives. Yes, and yes, a lot of, and I think the older we get, we're very apt to say, I need my peace. I'm all about my peace. I need peace in my life. I'm not letting nobody disturb my peace. And I understand that.
Protect my peace.
Protect my peace. Yeah. If I've overcome a lot, I definitely don't want people to shake that up, especially new people. So yeah, I keep my circle.
Can you hear that again?
Oh, am I disturbing your peace?
No, I want to hear that again.
Okay, if you truly knew how hard it was and how long it took some people to get their mental health, peace, and happiness back, you'd understand why they shut their doors at the slightest sniff of toxicity, and why they're picky AF about who they let in their lives. Amen. I agree. Yes. We get invited a few places, but we are very particular about our circle, right?
Yes.
You have to be like that because you don't want to extend yourself out where you are giving out your spirit, right? Your spirit, your aura, all of that. You don't want to be collecting people that's not assigned to you. So yeah. All right. I want to bring on our guest. So, Roberta L. Stewart holds a master's in administration and justice from Wilmington University and a bachelor's of art from criminal justice at Richard Stockton College. She is an experienced and self-motivated professional with over 25 plus years, my Lord, of valuable experience and passion for working in drug rehabilitation centers, court systems, and in particular, with the delinquent youth population. A few career highlights include acute oversight, review, management, and approval of investigative reports, and the implementation of policy and procedures. I love somebody who is in policy and procedures. They make the rules, they make the laws. She has also provided leadership and expertise in ensuring compliance with state and federal regulations for investigative caseloads while working closely with key participants such as MDT, which is multidisciplinary team, legal experts, as well as law enforcement personnel. She currently works as the Supervisor of Investigations for the Institutional Abuse Investigation Unit Southern Region.
Okay.
She has also held positions such as adjunct professor for Cumberland County College and Montclair State University. She is committed to community service, and she is a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Shout out to, I think they're blue. Yes, where she is involved in several volunteer initiatives through local events. She also volunteers at Making Strides Toward Breast Cancer Awareness, Southern New Jersey Alzheimer's Association, or Alzheimer's, like my mom says, New Jersey chapter, Sister to Sister, and most recently became a part of Voice Box Media, which I love them. In her spare time, she likes to read, vacation, and spend time with her family. Will you welcome Roberta Stewart to the show? Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I am fantastic and excited to have you here. Yeah, so can you
made me sound so good on paper. I was like, wow, who is that?
Yeah, it's you, girl. It's you. I know. It's always impressive to yourself, right? You'd be like, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Can you turn my mic down a little bit, please? So can you tell us a little bit about yourself that's not really written in your bio? Give us a little background.
Wow. Okay. So basically, I'm just a girl from Bridgeton. I was born and raised in Bridgeton. I tell everybody I'm from the projects. I'm from Amity Heights. Yeah. Me and Ron, your counterpart, the producer that hasn't been fired yet.
Small beginning.
Honestly, I was born and raised right here in Bridgeton, right here in Cumberland County. I spent my entire life here. One of 4 kids to my single mom who raised us to the best of her ability. I absolutely love this community. A lot of times people speak, so much negativity because that's the easy part, is to talk about what's negative about the city you live in. But it's still positive here. And I believe that because I'm still here. And I believe as long as I'm here, I'm a part of the solution, not always the problem. So I absolutely love my family. I'll do anything for my family. And I don't believe my family is just my blood family. I believe my family is those people that I connect myself to. And I love the affirmation is because I hold fast to that, to those who I connect myself to. I pick and choose those people. So if I choose you, and those are the people, not just those people that I work with, but those people I choose in the community, those people I attach myself to, my sorority, my voice box media family. I love them. My church family. They're part of the community and they're part of who makes you. I work with James Coop and the work that he does in the community. So that's your family. Your family is who responds when you need them and who you respond to when the call is needed. So
okay, thank you. That was good. So about your village, because you do have, did your screen freeze a little bit? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so your village, like I love that you are so involved with the community. Yeah, my first time in a while going and being around the Bridgeton community was for Juneteenth. I was out there and I thought it was a great event over there. So I think the economics, something through it, but yeah, it was pretty good out there. I don't know. I think you're freezing.
Yes. One thing I can say with Bridgeton and Cumberland County, they have a lot of community outreach events that take place. So definitely, I say.
Oh yeah, I think your screen. We live, y'all, so we're gonna do some technical fixing. Your screen is kind of freezing a little bit, so I don't know what's happening there. But
we there?
Yeah, you're there, but I think your screen is frozen on my side. Well, on our side. Yeah. We can hear you though. Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it just keeps freezing a little bit. Yeah. So can you talk to us about, can you give us a little backstory on how you got into your field? Like what field are you in and how did you get into that field? Like, is there a story growing up?
A mother. Maybe I might need to switch. Well, the field that I'm in is considered child protection. So child protection falls under the Department of Children and Family. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're still frozen on the screen.
But it's okay. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Maybe I might want to
switch.
Switch. I'm gonna keep talking. So my department is called Child Protection. Yeah, let me see. All right, I'm gonna keep talking while I'm trying to.
We gonna troubleshoot, honey. That's all right. But yeah, so it's child protection that she works for. She works for Cumberland County. And when I met her on a platform where there was a stage and there was a bunch of people who was, yeah. So, oh, you back? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. And she was on
We're going to get this right. We're going to get this right.
Yeah, she was on the stage, and she was one of the presenters, and she just talked about like for what parents and guardians need to know about school and abuse and what happens. And when I was up there with her, I was like, I definitely need to expose my audience, right? Because we don't know what we don't know, to expose ourselves to this information. So yeah, I had to inbox her. She traveled all over. She all in the streets. So I had to track her down and get her on here. So the title is called Call to Protect the Woman Behind the Work. And yeah, Child Family Protective Services. She is the, Supervisor of Investigations for the Institutional Abuse Investigation Unit, Southern Region. So yeah, I think she in charge. You in charge, ma'am? She in charge. If you're the supervisor of investigation.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
You're definitely in charge. What was that one? It was like, I'm the head person in this room. Yes.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm definitely in charge.
So shout out to Cooper for making the connect. Although let Ron tell the story. This has been his lifelong friend for 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah. So, and it's funny, it's so funny, like when I go out and I'll see people and they'll be like, oh, you're Ron's wife. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'll come back and let him know. And he's like, oh, yes.
From another device.
Okay, perfect. And then he'll let me know, oh, that's such and such from this other, like how he's known them. So
we sang on the choir together.
Oh, y'all did.
Hung out together, yeah.
Okay.
That's my friend. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's also so accomplished because, you know what I mean? And it's also knowing, like, you know, we're younger all together, that God has kept us this long. Mm-hmm. We're able to, you know, to later on in life. Now, look at, you know, she's on a podcast. She's running things over there. Investigations.
Who is? Bird. Oh, yeah. She's super smart. Mm-hmm. Super smart. Very in her community. I love that she's doing all of these things. And especially that Alzheimer's thing, right? Because I just feel like a lot of that's going on in our community, or Alzheimer's, as Mom calls it. Alzheimer's. But yeah, she's big in like making strides against breast cancer awareness. She's also in the New Jersey chapter of Sister to Sister and VoiceBox Media. So yeah, she's doing a lot in our community, and community engagement and being in the community is super important. Like we do a lot of community service. Everything isn't always, you know, advertised or put out there, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna add her back to the stage.
All right, is this better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little technical. Right. It's okay.
It's okay. All right. Yeah. So I work for the Department of Children and Family, which is part of the state of New Jersey. My office is Institutional Abuse Investigation Unit, and we handle all investigations with allegations of abuse and neglect with children outside of the home. So under the Department of Children and Family, there's two offices. You have DCP&P, which is the Department of Child Protection and Permanency, that handles investigations of abuse and neglect when children are in the home with their parents. So that's if the concern of abuse and neglect is concerning the bio parent or the adoptive parent. My office handles the allegations of abuse and neglect once that child leaves the house, and the concerns of abuse and neglect is pertaining to any paid staff. So that's any institute that's licensed under the state of New Jersey. So that's any school, daycare, correctional facility, summer camp, anywhere where you have a paid staff that has that temporary custody of the child, and there's any allegations of abuse and neglect, that's where the institutional comes into play at. And my office handles all of those allegations. So when you see in the news, child left on the bus, allegations against school, the current allegations with the track coach, that current allegation with the child, left on the bus, found, in the bus parking lot, those type of allegations, those are through my office.
Oh, I really did not know there were like two separate departments under that same umbrella. So one is for children who are at the home, and then one is for children who, and they are state licensed. So it's licensed, whatever that institution is licensed under the state. Got you. And they only need one employee.
Yes. And a lot of people, because we hold the same ID, that's where the confusion comes in.
Okay. I didn't know. Well, I was the people. So how does your work like affect the community? Like, can you walk us through how that works? Like, you guys get a phone call? Does the parent call, the school calls, or the institution calls?
So what happens is you call the same hotline number. So that that 1-800, whatever the hotline number is to report any allegations of abuse and neglect. But when you call that hotline number, you'll let them know, if it happened in the home or if it happened, outside of the home. You'll talk to the person, you tell them what happened. And if it happened outside of the home, the allegation will come to my office. And if it happened inside of the home, then it'll go to a DCP.
Gotcha.
Which everybody knows CP&P as is, it'll go to their office, and then that's how the investigation starts. The other difference is my office, we're investigators. DCP&P, they're social workers. That's the other difference as well.
Oh, so are there different like licensure that you guys have as opposed to the DCP&P staff? I know, I think we have like a little delay. A little bit.
Yes. When allegation, any investigation that comes to institutional abuse, all of my workers are in the actual investigation. When the allegation goes to the home, you actually have social workers that's going to the home. That's the other difference.
Okay. So what signs or triggers would bring you outside of like kids left on the bus, like the schools, the daycares? What are some of the things that would bring you guys into a situation? Like, what are some scenarios?
Pretty much the same allegations that parents face, inadequate supervision, students not properly being, watched in the classroom, children not properly being watched in the daycare. We also cover residential facilities. So, if the children are not properly being watched in residential facilities,
because they're licensed by the state also.
So the same allegations that would pertain to a child inside of the home. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we are just, the only difference is we're investigating the staff versus
the parents.
The parent.
So when they're in there and you see like the video of the staff popping like somebody at the daycare, like the little kids at the daycare, that is when you guys would kick in. That would come through your office. Okay. I didn't hear your answer.
Yes. During our investigation, we get access to all social media. We get access to all phone access. So I can get access to your text messages. I can get access to anything I need pertaining to that information. Because in the other facility does not provide it to me, I can contact the local law enforcement and we can get access with it through law enforcement.
So that's your connection to law enforcement during the investigation. If these allegations or when these allegations happen and you need to dig deeper to find out more information, you can absolutely go to law enforcement and say, hey, I need these text messages or whatever happens on social media. You can get access to all of that.
Well, with a lot of allegations, depending on the severity of the allegations, we have to notify law enforcement, prosecutor's office, or the local police department. So most of the time, we're working hand to hand in the investigation. So they'll already will be, requesting that access, and we share that information. So anything that law enforcement gets, we share that information. So if they get something, they'll share it with us. And then if we get something, we'll share it with them. It's like we're doing the criminal investigation alongside what law enforcement has, but abuse and neglect is civil. So you'll have those two investigations going at the same time. So that's why it's shared information. So let's say if the text message led to a child being severely injured or a child being sexually abused, that's why this for, access to get your records. So when that saying goes, that text deleted is not deleted, it's not deleted. We can easily get access to it. Yeah.
Is that right?
So that's true.
Okay, I didn't know that. Like what they say, nothing ever really truly goes away, like on your phone. It's just somewhere in the abyss waiting to be found. So can you tell us
in the cloud.
So in the cloud, right. So how important are schools? Like when the kids go to school and they are, which is technically an institution in your field, when the kids are sent over to them, what's their responsibility for like protecting the kids for avoiding like all of this abuse? Like, do they have training and stuff?
The school's responsibility?
Yeah.
What's interesting with the schools is when dealing with the schools, and I always say hats off to the teachers. The teachers have a major responsibility when it comes to students, because a lot of times the teachers take on responsibilities that they really shouldn't have to take on. A lot of times this is a tough topic, and a lot of people may not agree with me because I've been on both sides. I'm a mom, so I raised two daughters. So there's a level of accountability that parents have to have. Whether you want to have it or not, there's still a level of accountability that you have to have as a parent. So if you're a parent that's not involved, not informed, or you want to walk around with blinders on, then you can have everything happen right in front of you. Either you don't want to see it, or you refuse to see it in place, and you shift responsibility to the school.
Right.
Now you're that parent, the school, with the bonnet on your head, yelling at the school for things that you should have been responsible for. But then you have the other side to that, where you have teachers, again, have teachers, but there are some toxic teachers out there who are not being responsible and accountable to their job. So we have both of those things taking place right now. So unfortunately, the responsibility to me falls on the parents, because if you have a child in the system, you should know who's teaching your child.
Correct.
So you don't just send your child off. They have these little reels that's going on first day of school. The bus don't just slow down. The car don't slow down. You just kick out, and keep going. And 3 o'clock, you barely there on time to pick them up. That's not the world we live in, because unfortunately is to take advantage of these students. So as a parent, you should know who's teaching your child.
At least know their name.
You should know who's interacting. Thank you. You do not know how many parents we interview, and when we ask them what their teacher's name is, they'll say Miss Smith. What's the full name? They don't even know.
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, Mr. Smith is calling your house using his first name, and you don't even know that that's the teacher. You don't even know that's the teacher because you never knew the teacher's first name.
And I agree
because
with
you don't have that connection, to get that. Just go to the parent-teacher conference.
Or maybe even like if you're literally sending your kids to a stranger person, you should go introduce yourself. Find out what they look like. At least. The least. I think, are we frozen? Did you freeze a little bit?
When a child reports some type of abuse?
Oh, yeah. We have a question from her.
You report it to the hotline, and when that report goes to the when that report goes to the hotline, our office, we go out there and we investigate it. Which ties into the question that you asked. When we go out to the school and we do the investigation, our first response is to talk to the child, find out from them, what they said happened. And then we'll do an investigation, which is to interview the students, interview the staff that's in the classroom. We'll interview the administration. And we'll also interview anybody's name that may have been mentioned in the report. There is a level of meaning that the administration should cooperate with the investigation process of the investigation.
So the school will call the hotline number. So everything funnels through the hotline. I think, is that the question? That would be my question. So if the abuse,
school doesn't, the abuse is reported to them. Anybody can call the hotline and report.
Got you. Okay. But does the school call a hotline or no? They have a different number. I think that was my little sidebar question. Let me see what other. Yeah, you're frozen a little bit. There you go.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
So do you think the teachers, it's okay. You're okay. We're talking. So do you think the teachers are given enough training to recognize like some signs of abuse? Like if the kids come to school.
And the other part to the investigation is No. Go. That's what I was going to get into. The signs of abuse. Signs of abuse is, but you want to look at, every bruise,
Right.
mark, and say, oh my God, that child has been abused, because some marks have history.
Yeah. They jump off the top of the bunk bed.
A child might have fell down and hurt himself. No, I was abused. But if that child is exactly. But if that child comes to school and they have a bruise to their eye, and you ask them what happened, and the story doesn't match the injury, now you question, okay, that doesn't match, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, how you get a bruise to your eye and you said you walked into the door. Now you have a question.
Yeah.
There's a concern, and then you should make the call to let somebody go in and investigate it.
Got you. And for those who are just tuning in, I'm your host, Sharene Colson. I have Roberta Stewart here, and our topic is called Call to Protect the Woman Behind the Work. And she is talking to us about the differences in investigative work, and institutional abuse that gets reported. So we are talking about children in school, children who go to daycare, children who go anywhere where a state license is issued. And I did not know that. And thank you so much for informing us. So parents can also, is there always some type of battle with parents calling in these types of things to report a different parent? Or to report like false allegations where people will call in and be like, this such and whatever.
I'm sorry, this type of last part. Is there a what?
I said, is there always some type of discrepancy with people calling in or people making false allegations against institutions and those types of things? How does that work?
Abuse and neglect falls under Title IX. So with Title IX, that pretty much protects anybody making an allegation of abuse and neglect.
Okay.
The unfortunate part about Title IX is it protects anybody in that report. So let's just say if I you and say that you beat up little Johnny, and you don't even have little Johnny, you don't even have a kid. I just called and I made that whole entire story up. I lied.
Right.
I'm still, I made a report on abuse and neglect. The investigation has to take place because I made the report.
Gotcha.
Now, if I keep doing this, now I'm abusing it. Now law enforcement may look at it in a light because I'm not making allegations. It's to the point of harassment. So it does come to a point to where, you're not just making a report of abuse and neglect.
Gotcha.
It's to the point of harassment. It's
and
not
do they
like
get
one
some type
fortunate
of charges?
If it's repetitive, it can develop into that, and we have had situations like that. Yes, you get the baby mama, baby daddy drama.
Right.
You get custody battles with foster care. With daycare, you get disgruntled workers. May have got fired because they got terminated, and now they want to. So you get those disgruntled workers and not happy people, and now they want to use the hotline as a tool instead of what it was created for.
Got you. Oh, somebody in the comments said there used to be groups who would come into the schools and daycares that would teach bad touch, good touch. I don't know if they're still in effect. What is their responsibility in reporting what's mentioned to them?
Get away from using the terminology bad touch, good touch, because of a lot of demographics in the home. Because, a lot of kids come from interviewed and you start talking to them about a bad touch, good touch. We don't know. We've learned over the years when we was doing that, sometimes you telling a kid what a good touch is in the home still may be a bad touch.
Oh.
Because if that child is being sexually groomed at home, right, and that predator is telling him that bad touch is a good touch, and we're interviewing him on a sexual abuse allegation, and we're saying it's a bad touch, but to them, it's not a bad touch because they were telling them the whole time it was a good touch. So we had to get away from that terminology, and we had to begin to, look at it different ways because, again, the things that these children come from, and that's another thing. That's why I said the involvement of these parents is so important. How you talk to your children, what are you saying to your children? What is going on in the homes of these children? And then you send them out to the school, to the daycare. Again, these topics get tight and these parents get mad, but you can't take a child out of a toxic home environment and then send them to a daycare and then get mad at what you get in return. So little Johnny is home with you watching what you're watching on TV. You goes to your weekend adventures and then go to school and begins to mimic that behavior. And then the teacher has concerns. But so now we have to find out what's going on, And then again, you have parents who live through trauma. They were just been assisting him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But then he goes home and tells mom, the teacher touched me in the bathroom, when she might have just been helping him wipe himself or helping him pull his pants up. But mom's own trauma at home now is a bad touch.
Right.
You see technology? So now, because I'm molested as a child, now we have so we have to, transition and our own trauma, our our own history over to our kids when we see them, they now that has to talk to these children and staff to find out
exactly what happened.
What happened? If anything even happened at all.
Right. So I mean, especially when you send the kids to school and they're so young, and to use the bathroom. Like the teacher does go in there to make sure they're good. Yeah. Right. That's a little tough age to I always knew who the teachers were myself.
So it is important to be careful, because we do have predators out there. I'm not saying we don't, because we do have to be careful.
We do. Mm-hmm.
Am I frozen?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, it was just a little delay. Okay, so
that's why I was like, am I frozen? I'm sorry.
Okay. So can you tell us about your experiences like working in drug rehab in the court system? I am super curious about that part of your life. For those who are just watching, we have Roberta Stewart.
Well, I said I have 25 years total.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I have 25 years working with DCF total. Okay. Before including institutional abuse I'm at now. I started delinquent youth, just working in the residential facility. The youth coming, and as they came in, the semi-locked facility. So as they, I was there, in the ground doing restraints. That's where I got my hands dirty,
gritty work.
In these my current experience is working with MDT. That's the multidisciplinary team. Is where I work right now, and that's where I work with the assistant prosecutor. We work with DCPMP. We work with several different agencies, and that's where we sit down with all of a lot of the open cases throughout the county that deal with crimes against children. And that's where we talk about the cases. This was the best way to resolve the cases. We meet once a month, and all of the different entities or the different disciplines come together, and that's where those cases go. A very severe case, we're actually sitting with the detective, sitting with assistant prosecutors, sitting with case handlers, getting that information and going through those cases.
Oh, so it's a whole big group.
So it's really seeing it's a team effort, and it's really seeing I want to say the ugly side. The ugly side, because it's it's seeing the true details,
Right. The specifics. Yeah.
Because some of the cases that I heard, were so hard, because we get details,
and they're
in this
pretty graphic,
field,
right?
Field is hard. You cannot be a person, to see the things that children go through, the things that children suffer. To see it's bad, and you don't want to say it hardens you, but you have to get to a level of to be disattached. But you have to have a level
is it like compassion? Because I feel like people who work in these fields,
it's almost like I want to allows you to step aside from that, not people, not pressure, not titles, because in this position, when you're dealing with child protection, sometimes people with titles capture you. I'm dealing with staff facility, and that's money. Their pocketbook.
Yeah.
So it can get tight at times.
Okay. And so working in this field, like how does that work? I know you said you got to like separate yourself and like, take a step back mentally, but like how do you like decompress from the field? Is that where all of your traveling and all the rest of that comes in?
That's a good question. It took me when I first got promoted to this position, being the supervisor of investigations, which just was a year ago. So I actually run the southern region. I'm over the southern region, over 6 counties.
Oh, the southern counties. Okay,
big
dope.
7 counties. I forgot. I'm over the whole southern region. I told my boss when I got voted in over the whole southern region. So it is. I mean, you have to be careful. You have to be mindful, of your interactions with people. You have to move differently.
Right.
You have to be mindful of a lot of things because you're not just responsible for you. Now I'm responsible for the entire. The interactions, honestly, relationships that I have with people have changed. Right. People don't interact with me the way they used to. They really? Just don't. I've watched people that I've known for years don't deal with now the same. Yes, it's the pockets. So, and a lot of people don't like to follow policy. And one thing I've always stuck to is I try my best to be a fair person. So I don't allow me knowing you interfere with my job. They said I'm always going to win. So right. I'm not going to jeopardize my job, to do you one. I'm not going to do it. And my family will tell you, I will recluse myself. I won't do it. Because integrity says a lot. And y'all not gonna see me on CNN News,
no, right. No, because that's so important. You have to make sure like everyone in your family,
so
your village knows.
They know. I don't, when it comes down to it, if I can help you, I'll help you. That's why I keep my feet in the community. That's one of my biggest is giving back to community because I'm a single parent. So I'm not far from that. So
and I think it's important that you're visible in the community.
Making myself available to any resources that I have. I do presentations. I volunteer to go into these facilities that I investigate. We have a presentation. And I volunteer to go into these facilities to train the staff, to show them what an investigation looks like, what everything. And we do it for free. That we don't even charge for it. And
that's perfect.
Be honest with you, some they don't want it. Give you. You would think that schools and facilities would jump on the opportunity to educate their staff. And I've had a school system that's local here that flat out told me, "Nah, we good."
They said, "Don't disrupt the apple cart."
And
that's very sad, though.
Said, okay,
like you don't want to.
So it's for that they've been trained.
Yeah. So are the schools required though to that type of training? Are the schools like the policy is, or is there
They're not required,
legally required? No. Wow.
They're not required to have it, but when we see a facility that has 2 or more investigations, we offer it. to help educate them,
Right.
to say, look, we see, you had more than, 2 investigations. Let us come in here, let us talk to your staff, let us come in. Staff, and most people jump on it, but then I've had facilities like, now we good. And I'm like, okay, no problem.
That's interesting. And I would think they'd say, okay, come in, help us, help our staff, train us.
Keep investigating you. But we can do
we'll be back.
It. But yeah, my hand in the community, giving back to the community is one of my biggest that I do my best not to take this home. I am a protector of my children and grandchildren. Because of this, my children are grown.
Yeah.
But and when we were young, I was always the extra one. You're not going. Always we're not going there. Because of the investigations that I had during. Listen, during this job, my family had been threatened.
Whoa.
I have been threatened.
My God.
So I had to take jobs leave. But yeah.
So you definitely have to pick and choose like what environment
God
you're
is
in.
the better of all. So I don't live in fear. Absolutely.
I hear you. And like you just said, like God definitely has you covered.
Yeah, absolutely.
In what you're doing.
I absolutely do. Absolutely do that. I'm careful about. I don't live in fear, but I'm.
Okay, I think you froze a little bit. Yes, there you go. So what are some resources that that are available to the viewers that are watching? Do you want to share some resources that you know of?
I always your biggest resource is really your community-based resources, especially for this area. This area is sources that's right here, and most of the resources right here are free. They don't have to pay for, mental health services are right here free. Gateway offers resources that's available. You could tap in other thing that PN offers that does not create an investigation. You can call the hotline and services, and it does not create an event. So you call that hotline and tell them, I need service, I need help, and they will send someone out, do an assessment, find out what help you need, and give you help without opening up, an investigation on you and your family.
I didn't know that.
So they have Perform Care. Perform Care also is a resource that if you're having an issue with children, yes, Perform Care is also a resource. If your child is being bullied in school, this is something else that's new, that's really taking a whole new platform, because children are taking their lives because of bullying. At school, bullying coordinator, every school is state required. So this is information for parents. If your child comes home and say they are being bullied in any level, every school is required to have a bullying coordinator or a bullying contact in that school. You should be reaching out to that school saying, look, my child is saying, and has to get every concern of bullying brought to their attention. Bullying is something that has taken
its
on a
own
life.
form. Yeah.
Because these children are lives because of the that's going free. Or you can reach out to if you have health coverage, contact your health insurance. Your health insurance also offers, resources and things of that nature that you can tap into that you're already paying for.
Yeah,
You
you
have
already paid
help,
for it out your check.
you can tap right into those resources right there.
Yes. Oh, here's a question. Do you know if Parents Anonymous is still an active organization? I don't know if that's cool.
I've heard about it. I've never used it, but I have heard about it. I'm not sure if it's still active.
Okay. Voicebox Media watching. Hey, Zakia. Prayers for her and her son. So do you have, is the bullying coordination in all states, including Delaware? Do you know that? If the bullying coordinator is in all states, including Delaware, or you're just familiar with the New Jersey? I don't know if it's all states.
I'm only sure about New Jersey. I'm not sure about other states. And every school may call it something different. So it may not be a bully coordinator. Sometimes the guidance counselor will do it. Every school district, because of the budgeting,
right?
Have like a bully coordinator, like the guys may pick, somebody else may pick up that responsibility. They not per se have an individual just to handle it, but they have to address any concerns of bullying. So they just need to reach out and let it be known, that the child has concerns of bullying, and someone in the school has to address this. So everything is according to budgeting. If the individual person handling it, one handling in addition to other responsibilities.
So is it better when they reach out and say someone has a bullying issue to reach out via email to keep like a record that way? And that way they could turn that stuff into your office? Or with the abuse and all of that, is it better to communicate via after they make the hotline call?
I would strongly suggest they reach out. Once the school investigates it, the school has to report.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Once the school gets a concern of bullying, the school has to complete a report. So, but if that parent is not satisfied, or they don't get a report, or they don't feel like school is addressing it, the school can call the hotline. And they can call the hotline. They can report it to the hotline that they feel like, because it could rise to the level of neglect, that their child is.
Okay. That makes sense, though.
It's where we go.
Okay. So if anyone doesn't have any more questions, we're going to close a little bit. So do you have, first of all, thank you for coming on. I know we've had technical difficulties, but you have given us so many tools, so much good information about the hotline, about the difference in the departments, what you do, how active you are in the community. No, it's okay. Not going to apologize no more now. So do you have some closing words for us? Like, what closing words can you give to our viewers, to give to people about, your journey, what you do? What would you like the people to know about you? Leave us with some words. Now, you had me crying earlier.
What as we approach the school year, I would strongly encourage every parent get involved. Get involved. Never assume. Never leave a child. We're all busy. God knows schedules. We'll have stuff to do. I don't even leave out anywhere. I don't care what it is. We're a community. My mother raised us where you don't leave a kid. You just happen. We live in a world where everybody's goal is not the safety of a child. So I strongly encourage parents to use your voice. Leave it to the school, part of the child's education, not part of it. Half of that is you. It's not all the school. So that's my word, my encouragement to you. As far as myself go, I'm just humble. And I said it before we start. I'm humbled. I thank you for the opportunity to my mother. My mother gave her all to the four of us. She had 4 girls. She's not here any longer. So who I am today is all because of her. She was a foster parent. I watched her raise other people's kids while she raised us, and I swear I didn't know how she did it, but she did it. She encouraged me to let me see the impossible. I thank God for my daughters, both of my grandkids. And the role that I sit in, I always give accolades to my previous boss, Alpha. And she didn't take this raw kid when I first started in this business and groom me, I wouldn't be here. It's the grace of God. I give God credit for everything. I take credit for nothing. I appreciate you for your platform. And again, thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for sharing, because a lot of times and I'm your host, people, Beyond the Surface podcast, we have Roberta Stewart, and she is just sharing information with us as we're going into this new school year. Parents, the lesson is accountability that we have to take. We have to take accountability as parents, guardians, grandparents. Know who your teachers are. Know who your guidance counselors are. Be involved, to be active. As active as we are on social media, be active at the school. Know who your folks are. Know who your kids are interacting with every day. You are dropping off and sending your kids to people that you don't know who they are. So we're encouraging you. And if you need to use the hotline, baby, use the hotline. So yes, thank you. Thank you for coming on. As always, it was a pleasure. Y'all don't know, as I said earlier in the beginning, she had me crying tears, spoke life into me. So I am here as a vessel of God. My feet are planted. My head is lifted to the sky. I am grateful and thankful always to be here, to share in my gift, to give you guys the information. I always want to empower my viewers, encourage my viewers. I always want to give you the information and inform you, and I always want to enlighten you and lift your spirits, right? Because a nice word and a soft word and a kind word goes a long way. So thank you for coming on, Berta. Thank you for coming on. Next week we are back at 6:30. We have some surprises for you. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for my new viewers. Thank you for my faithful ones who come on, and thank you all for coming on. We will be back again next week, 6:30. Tune in. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone have a good night. I feel like Reverend Run. Good night and God bless. A little bit. Oh, they're saying thank you in the comments. Yeah, so tune us in next week. We thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, come back